meteorologist Brian Briggs.
Well, live storm tracker Doppler radar showing that most of this activity has pretty much wrapped up across the ArkLaMiss, except some heavier showers and storms down in our southern parishes. And we're pretty much done with the rain chances. However, could see a couple isolated showers throughout the course of the night tonight, especially up in southern Arkansas. But again, we'll have some more of those isolated showers and thunderstorms developing tomorrow afternoon, with highs getting in the middle 90s. That's your forecast first. NBC 10 News at 5 starts right now.
Live from your local news leader and the Spirit of Community Award winner, this is NBC 10 News at 5.
2 earthquakes, damages, and a lot of emotional distress. How is California holding up? We get a status update from police. And she came to town with 2 suitcases, one of them full of marijuana, the crazy amount of money she tried to leave with, and who caught her. Plus, a stabbing at a sober living home in Arkansas, how the community is reacting. Hello, and thank you for spending the weekend with me. I'm Chelsea Jones. Topping our news at 5, authorities in Ridgecrest, California say now is the time for recovery following Friday's 7.1 earthquake that rocked the town. In a press conference today, city officials gave updates on how the town's infrastructure is holding up. The town was the epicenter for 2 big earthquakes, including the 7.1 quake that hit Southern California Thursday and Friday. The Ridgecrest police chief says roads are in good condition and the transit system will be operational tomorrow. Additionally, the water system is fully operational.
What we're bringing in is spiritual, professional people to help anyone in need in the recovery process. To get back to a normal life, it is important that we get the help that we need.
Seismologists warn large aftershocks are to be expected for days, if not weeks. Well, Monroe police say a California woman was stopped by TSA while trying to board her flight with $61,000 she got from selling marijuana in town. 29-year-old Portia Posey told Metro Narcotics that she came from Oakland, California to Monroe on Friday with 2 suitcases, one of them full of marijuana. The money she was caught with, she says, was a result of the exchange, and she was taking that money back to Oakland. Police say Posey is charged with money laundering, transactions involving proceeds from criminal activity, and attempt and conspiracy. Well, in Arkansas, Little Rock police are investigating a stabbing that left 1 man dead and put another behind bars. Rochelle Turner spoke with people in the area.
It's a spot that's nestled in the Little Rock community.
Master Cuts off 12th Street, right across from the 12th Street station. Inside
this shop along 12th Street, you'll find Paris Wilson doing what he loves.
I keep it real. Yeah, I say, do what I gotta do.
Wilson has been cutting hair for nearly 10 years and has seen a lot in his time here.
I was raised up over here, so it didn't slow down to me.
But things were different Friday night. Police found 61-year-old Donald Colbert suffering from cuts outside what police call a faith-based sober living house on West 13th Street. Officers tried to perform CPR on Colbert, but he died at the hospital.
This is unfortunate. But this type of stuff that go on all the time. But see, what we need is somebody that's really hands-on over here with everybody.
During the investigation, police arrested this man, 64-year-old Thornell Burrell. He's facing murder charges.
Ain't nothing ever too serious to really take somebody's life.
It's the city's 22nd homicide this year, and something Wilson hopes will stop.
I want everybody to win and be happy, so it's when stuff go on, of course, I'll be sad about it.
Burrell is being held without bond at the Pulaski County Jail. There were no immediate details about what led up to that stabbing. Also in Arkansas, the medical marijuana industry is booming, with new shops opening every week or so. Since sales began, more than 300 pounds of product have been sold, and the state should start seeing the money roll in from taxes soon. Scott Harden with the Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration says no one knows for sure how things will shake out, but so far it's going pretty well.
I think going into this, no one knew what to expect. We looked at this and we were able to look at other states and the numbers and the number of people with cards and the percentage of the population. So let's look at right now. We've had $2 million in sales. We've got the 6.5% sales tax on that, plus the 4% special tax, so that's roughly 10.5%. That in total would be about a $200,000 in tax revenue generated just from this first couple of months.
On top of medical marijuana, Hardin also gave updates on the newly minted sports betting in Arkansas, the internet sales tax, and the fiscal outlook for the state of Arkansas. New at 5, this isn't your average paintball game. Being patriotic is what they aim for. Our NBC 10's Maya Hudgens is back to tell us what their priority actually is. Maya?
Chelsea, it doesn't matter what holiday it is, this local businessman wants to make sure kids understand the history of America. Ultrazone Paintball is known for their low-impact paintball available for 5-year-olds and the whole family. Each arena represents a battlefield that American soldiers has fought for our country. Before each game, there is a mini history lesson from the Vietnam War to D-Day. The owners started this business to focus on getting kids outdoors.
Providing a place that's like mentally stimulating and physically invigorating. And so again, you know, it just goes back to being outdoors, being healthier.
In honor of Independence Day, they used red and white paintballs. If a player was hit with a red ball, that shooter would win a 1-year pass. Ultrazone hosts special games for each holiday of the year. The owner also says he encourages shopping locally. Anyone who brings a receipt from a local Northeast Louisiana shop or restaurant will receive $10 off. In the studio, Maya Hudgens, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Thank you so much, Maya. For those car and coffee enthusiasts, there is a place in Monroe for you. The first Sunday of the month is a time where you can show off your car or take a look of other sweet rides. Everyone is invited, from those who build in their garage, those who buy cars, and those who just like taking a picture. But it's more than that. It's also a time to get to know your neighbors.
It feels great. We're always trying to do things for the community just to better build up Monroe, you know, and get some of that negativity out of the way and promote positivity and love and a passion for, you know, cars and vehicles.
Once a month, the group meets at CC's Coffee House in Monroe from 9 until noon. Well, rain or shine, that didn't stop shoppers from spending their money at this trade show. The Big Creek Trade Day is a place for anyone who likes to sell or buy things. They have 4 barns, a tent for shopping, and food vendors. They will be open once a month for a weekend.
People come, they can find any and everything. They can find a little of this and a little of that.
We love the people, and the people love us.
They do. They do.
We have fun.
All right, last month the company celebrated their 3-year anniversary, and for those husbands that are dragged along to shop with your wife, don't worry, they have a man cave decked out in flat screen TVs. Well, are you a DirecTV or AT&T UVerse subscriber who can no longer watch our sister station Fox 14 through your television provider? First, we want to apologize for the inconvenience, as DirecTV and AT&T has refused to accept our parent company's offer to extend negotiations to avoid disruption to your service. We encourage you to reach out to DirecTV and AT&T at the number on your screen to express your concern for not receiving programming from KARD Fox 14. In addition to the most accurate weather forecast and local news that protects and informs you and your family. Well, coming up on NBC 10 News at 5, it's that time of year where those pesky mosquitoes and bugs bite us and leave us with those irritating bumps and rashes. After the break, we'll tell you how you can prevent them. But first, something also a bit irritating, this humidity and the rain. Brian, what is going on?
Yeah, we're going to see a little bit more of that as we go into the start of this work week. If you're planning on eating ice cream, well, you might want to eat it quickly, as it's going to be a hot one. Let's tell you how long the heat's going to stick around and when those rain chances return. All that more when NBC 10 News at 5 continues.
Through good times and hard times, NBC 10 News is with you every step of the way, helping you weather the storm, telling your stories, and sometimes telling our own.
Hey, my child goes to school here. My husband works around here. This is home.
NBC 10 News, your local news leader.
Monday, will one ninja's dream be cut short?
Oh no! She's cut badly. The blood could blur her vision. Does she have anything left?
American Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC.
3 hilarious superstars are looking for the next big name in comedy.
I learned teaching that children were a constant source of humor. Call Jane has 3 pet cats. Effect, Kid Rowe, she will die alone.
Bring the Funny premieres Tuesday on NBC.
It was a Sunday and we were driving home from church when a truck ran a red light and hit us. I had never been in an accident like this before. It was horrible. We went to the hospital, and that's when I called Morris Bart. I made that one call on a Sunday, and Morris Bart got me $168,000.
Injured in a car wreck on the weekend? Don't wait until Monday. I have attorneys standing by ready to help you now. Call 807-1000 or go to morrisbart.com. One call, that's all.
The Animal House is your local pet store. Cypress Street, West Monroe.
NBC 10 News at 5 continues.
You see them crawling and flying around this time of the year, and while bug bites can be small, they can also lead to disease. Here's David Chasnov with a few ways you can tell what bit you and how to prevent them.
That's why we're moving, is to keep the bugs off of the sleeping one. Otherwise, I'd be sitting down, chilling out. But we got to keep walking.
Natalie Strebe keeps her kids active at Sequoia Park to keep the bugs away. Mosquitoes, ticks, and chiggers gather around grassy areas. Spiders hide in the areas of a house that are rarely used. Sometimes these bugs bite. A mosquito bite looks like a red circular bump that will be itchy. A brown recluse spider bite is slightly red and has fang marks. When a chigger bites, there can be red bumps, blisters, or even a rash. And a tick bite looks like a small red dot. Some ticks can carry diseases with them come summertime.
This is the time of year that we expect to see tick-borne diseases.
Kendra Finley of the Springfield-Greene County Health Department says 20 to 25 cases of Ehrlichia and Rocky Mountain spotted fever are reported every year. These bacterial infections come from tick bites and can cause flu-like symptoms. Finley says the first thing people in Springfield should do this summer to protect themselves from bug-related illnesses is buy bug repellent that contains a specific amount of DEET.
You want to make sure it has a 30% DEET or higher.
Finley says wearing long-sleeve shirts and pants will help, but in hot weather, light-colored short-sleeve clothes can work.
If a tick gets on you, you're going to see it crawling on you, and you'll be able to get it off before it actually attaches to your body.
Strebe has one tip as well.
Spraying our yard, that's really helped out a lot. And then also just trying to stay covered when we know we're going to be out with a lot of bugs.
Well, Kendra Finley with the Springfield-Greene County Health Department adds that tick bites can be treated with an antibiotic. All of that was really gross. Just like this weather, what are we expecting?
Well, it's going to get worse here as we head into the upcoming week, and we'll time out the details coming up next. You're watching NBC 10 News at 5.
An alarming surge in the measles outbreak. Number one myth is autism.
Yes.
And there's no link to vaccination.
Absolutely not.
Do we know if they've been able to save anything?
We are all waiting to see. Still smell the smoke here.
I'm Charles Hogan with the Hogan Agency, specializing in insurance, bonding, and safety services, supporting individuals, families, and businesses. Visit us on Ask the Experts on myarclemis.com.
For 50 years, Cracker Barrel has been cooking home-style favorites to perfection. We thought we'd celebrate by making our golden anniversary extra golden. Introducing new, crispy, juicy Southern Fried Chicken. Now at Cracker Barrel.
One for trash bags. Come on.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Hey, ladies. Buy Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Glad Force Flex were sold head-to-head.
For nearly 100 years,
Entergy has powered our stories.
Stories of hope, triumph, resilience.
1.3 million customers. More than 5,000 Louisiana employees.
Each one a story.
From rebuilding marshlands
to opening new doors for students.
Entergy ensures that all of our stories shine brighter.
Because together,
we power life.
Find your new best friend. Help clear the shelters on August 17th. Join NBC 10, Fox 14, and Banner Ford for this nationwide pet adoption event. Go to myarclemis.com for local shelters near you. Sponsored by Vanguard Realty and Batteries Plus Bulbs.
Edwards Body Works. Reliable since 1971.
At NBC 10, your hometown is important to us. And if you see news happening, call the NBC 10 News Hotline to send us your video or post it on our Facebook page.
Because what happens in your community
matters to us at NBC 10.
NBC 10 News Hotline, your local news leader. Live Storm Tracker Doppler Radar, sponsored by bankruptcy attorney E. Orem Young. Now, your local weather with meteorologist Brian Briggs.
Well, happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you enjoyed the day. I know it's been not the best weather day across the ArkLaMiss, especially that is the vast majority of us. We've been seeing kind of just some bad weather out there, and some of us have been seeing everything from really, really hot temperatures to bad weather. But now we're all kind of on the cooler side here as we head into the evening. We're mostly in the upper 70s to lower 80s, although Alexandria, they're kind of on the edge of that rain-cooled air that is continuing to kind of work through the area. But all in all, most of us have seen some relief from that heat, and that's really brought our heat index values down as well, which is good news, and really didn't sweat it out too much, not as much as we were expecting, thanks to that complex kind of coming through a few hours earlier than expected. With that being said, most of this activity now has wound down for this afternoon. Live storm tracker Doppler radar brought to you by URM Young, showing that mainly the heavier showers and storms are now confined to extreme southern areas of the ArkLaMiss, and we're pretty much done with that activity for today. However, can't really rule out maybe an isolated shower through the evening. This is thanks to a kind of a somewhat stalled out boundary that's across portions of the mid-south, even back into the southeast. And this is actually going to be a player in our weather for the next week or so, or at least off towards the east. It's going to spin up an interesting tropical system in that area. But as you can see, down towards the southwest, and really nothing going on. That's high pressure. That's going to be in control of our weather, though, for at least the first half of the upcoming week. And with that, it's going to bring some heat with it. So future tracker showing some isolated shower and storm activity, mainly in southern Arkansas tonight. I think it's overdoing it just a little bit, though, here. But again, don't be surprised if you run into a few of those isolated showers and storms, mainly north of I-20. And then for tomorrow, again, more of those isolated showers and thunderstorms expected to develop during the afternoon and evening, and then fizzling out by the time the sun sets. And then we'll kind of be quiet for a couple of days. High pressure really starts to build back in, and that's when we'll see those really, really hot temperatures build in middle to upper 90s, and kind of keeping those rain chances out. But on the other side of this, we're going to see this low pressure system develop off the Florida coastline area. And yes, this is going to be a tropical storm that spawned from that boundary that's been kind of sitting over us. It's really not a normal setup here, and but the National Hurricane Center is showing that it has a 50-50 chance now developing it into something, at least a tropical system. So some of the computer models, too, want to bring it into the Louisiana kind of region by the time we get to the end of the week. So this is certainly something that we need to keep our eyes out on. But as I mentioned, though, the heat, though, is going to be a certainty as we head into the upcoming week. So make sure that you're taking those necessary heat exhaustion precautions, as we're going to have heat index values close to 105 to 110. So again, just take these very, very seriously here over the next few days, keeping you and your family safe, and we'll get through this, and hopefully we'll see some of those rain chances returning by the time we get towards the end of the week. However, with that being said, though, models are kind of keeping that tropical system away from us, at least at the time. But again, if they continue the trend of the way that they're going, we could definitely see these rain chances increasing by the end of the week. But the good news is, at least we will dip back into the middle 90s by the time we get to the weekend. That's going to be it for weather. More with sports after the break.
It's the sizzling summer sale at Bobby Williamson Home Improvement.
Hardwood flooring starting at $2.99. Carpet starting at just 88 cents. Vinyl plank is just $1.19.
All with 12-month no-interest financing at Bobby Williamson.
Well, that's my ride. Whoa, that's your car? Yeah, it's pretty lit.
Billy?
Just drive, Mr. Johnson.
The 2019 Toyota Camry. Right now, get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
I drive up, I bring people dish. I love it. Why? Because what I bring makes people go, whoa. Over 80,000 on-demand movies and shows. A voice remote that leaves them speechless. Live TV streamed instantly. And it's all getting us some pretty big awards, but my reward is that moment when I let them drive.
Wow. Ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. Dish, tuned into you.
It's the sizzling summer sale at Bobby Williamson Home Improvement.
80-ounce plush carpet, $180. 3x6 subway tile, $239. Sheet vinyl starting at just 69 cents.
All with 12-month no-interest financing at Bobby Williamson.
Welcome to Newsfeed Now.
Tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact.
We're giving you some of the biggest stories in the South and then breaking them down even further.
with journalists joining us from multiple cities to weigh in on trending stories. Streaming live every weekday at 11 a.m. or watch anytime on myarclamis.com or the KTVE app.
It's a brand new way for you to get your news.
Newsfeed Now with Aaron Nolan. Now, your local sports with Spencer Tillis.
Yesterday, Justin Jellybean Ellis hosted his second or third annual Skills and Drills football camp over at Neville High School. Hard to believe, but the former Tiger and Louisiana Tech star is already getting ready for his 6th season in the league with the Raiders. I got a chance to catch up with him and talk about what he's got in store for us next.
All right, getting a chance now to catch up with Jelly. Your 3rd year now hosting this camp. What's it like kind of coming back to your hometown one more time and putting this thing on again?
I mean, it's always a blessing to come back and be a blessing to the kids. It's all about the kids. You know, a lot of people make it about me, but it's really about the kids. It's always a blessing to come, put a bug in their ear, show them some drills, just influence them for a few hours. It might change a lot. So
you get a chance to see some of these guys out here. Any chance you might see some future teammates out here?
For sure. I can see some future stars out here for sure. There's some bright kids out here today. A lot of them were coachable, so that's the biggest thing. You got to be coachable at this age in order to build. You got to be able to be coached. So a lot of kids were coachable, a lot of athleticism out here. So it was a good turnout.
One of my favorite things about this camp is the fact that you insist on it being free and getting a chance to anybody around the community that wants to come out and learn this game, kind of get out here. How important is that to maintain this, to have open to everybody around this community, anybody that wants to come out and kind of take part?
We just want everybody to come out and just to get the experience and the time with the players. They can learn something.
Yeah, talking about the players, it's not just you that got a chance to kind of come out. You brought a lot of other NFL guys. How fun is it working with those guys in the offseason where it's not as competitive? Even some of your former teammates like Khalil Mack out here, but a chance to kind of just goof off with these guys and have a good time.
I mean, it's always a good time. This game right here brings real friendships throughout college. It was good to always have the guys to come out and be around them. We all like brothers, really, and it's good to bring everybody together as one. And just hang out with the kids. I know everybody I bring to my camps are genuine, good people. So that's the reason why the camps always, active. We interact with the kids. Everybody, we having fun with the kids because we really enjoy helping the kids, so that's big to us.
Talking about going back into the league, obviously last year was probably a frustrating one for you dealing with the injury. Where are you in your health right now, and are you feeling good as you get ready for training camp?
I'm in my best. I feel good. I'm 28 years old right now, so I feel good at 28, man.
Hey, the best year's still ahead of you then, right, at this point? Well, we get a chance to see a lot of you guys are making hard knocks. You talk about the Raiders making some huge splash here in the offseason, picking up AB and some of those other guys. How do you feel about the squad that you guys are coming in, and what do you think about being on Hard Knocks this year?
I'm excited about it. I mean, Hard Knocks just going to give us, just going to expose our work ethic. The entire team, hard workers. We pay attention to details. Now we just got to, take action and just win,
Well, let's get serious right now. Who's got the best John Gruden impersonation on the team? There's got to be somebody. That man is definitely quotable.
Dang, I don't know. I think Luke might have the best. I forgot. It's one of the offensive guys. I forget, but it's a couple of young guys that can do it. They can do it pretty good too.
Well, there's 10 million reasons to imitate that guy right now. Whatever he's doing is working well for him. As you guys go in, obviously a lot of talk about the Raiders are going to be moving here and going to Vegas. Do you guys sit there and feel like you got something you got to try and deliver a little bit to that community? What's the feeling like on a team?
I mean, right now we just handling we handling our last year at Oakland. We're going to take that one step at a time. We're going to act now. So right now we just focus on winning in Oakland, going out with a bang, and then taking the winning over to Vegas. That's we got to take it 1 year at a time. So we really can't think about Vegas before Oakland, because Oakland really, that's home. So we got to make sure we leave on a good note. 1, 2, 3, 4.
One quick basketball note before we go on a break, and it took a while, but the Pelicans' trade of Anthony Davis to the Lakers was made official last night, and that means the trades that they made during draft night have been processed as well. The deal that landed the 8th overall pick in Jackson Hayes has gone through, and that means he'll be joining the rest of his team over in Vegas for the remainder of the Summer League, and they're going to need it now that they're going to be without Zion Williamson. That's going to be it for sports. We'll have another look at your forecast coming up next.
Need guidance on making better financial decisions? Watch Your Money. And get tips on everything from home mortgages to protecting yourself from internet fraud. Your Money, Monday on NBC 10 News Today. Brought to you by Homeland Bank.
Hi, I'm Ken with Ken's Coffee Service, your local office coffee and filtered water cooler specialist. Now offering your cheap whole home water purification system. Look us up on myarclamist.com.
At Highcumber Eye Center, restoring your vision is our passion. Pioneering new technology and setting new standards in cataract care. Exclusively at Highcumber Eye Center, we offer the combination of the precision of the Aura as well as the planned accuracy of the Varian Alcon Duet.
Cataract surgery with the Aura and Varian system is the next step in personalized surgery in ophthalmology. It truly improves the patient's vision and improves their lives.
Call to schedule your cataract evaluation.
Sleepy Hollow's July 4th event is going on now. Save hundreds on the top names in sleep from Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Get the #1 rated Sealy hybrid mattresses for just $9.99 and a box spring free with any Stearns & Foster mattress. Plus, sleep 8 degrees cooler on a new Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress and save up to $500 off your purchase. Available with free delivery and up to 5 years interest-free financing. Only at Sleepy Hollow. Hurry in before July 15th.
If you see news happening, call the NBC 10 News hotline to send us your video or post it on our Facebook page.
Because what happens in your community
matters to us at NBC 10.
NBC 10 News Hotline, your local news leader.
From start to finish, Custom Carpets and Flooring are with you every step of the way. Whether it's a brand new build or a facelift to an existing home, our in-house interior design service can help you sort it all out. Whether it's a new backsplash, new flooring, or a new countertop, Custom Carpets and Flooring makes it easy. Custom Carpets can also sand and refinish the wear and tear of existing wood flooring. Be sure to ask about our 12 months same-as-cash financing. Custom Carpets and Flooring, proud sponsor of the St. Jude Dream Home.
Well, much of the upcoming work week is going to be very hot, very humid, as we have high pressure pretty much dominating most of the weather. We'll have some isolated storm chances here and there, though, for Monday afternoon and for Thursday as well. We do cool off a little bit by the time we get to the weekend. Kind of some interesting details on the forecast. There's a lot of uncertainty regarding that tropical system that will be kind of in the vicinity, but stay updated. Looks like, at least now, not going to be affecting the ArcLaMist anytime soon. Maybe bringing a couple cooler temperatures, though.
Get to Monday and all of a sudden we're already looking for the weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, for cooler temperatures.
Unusual. Totally not the normal.
And look, you're not the normal either. We're welcoming you to the weekend,
It's the weekend squad. Look
He's
at us.
welcoming to our dads. We're about to have a lot of fun.
We're wrapping this thing up. We're going to be a solid crew, I feel like. Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Family.
and sweating, you know.
Yeah,
We'll see you back here. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Have a good one.